Hi, and welcome to our online session of child development at SUNY Oneonta. Here on the screen, you can see this is the landing page for our course, and I'm just going to give you a broad overview on where everything is located so that you're familiar with, where you need to go to access certain assignments, Achieve, we'll go over that as well, and a little bit over the course syllabus too. So the course is divided into 4 parts, separated by the dates of which they occur. So we have part 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. If you ever have any kind of general questions about the course, assignments, or anything like that, you can post it into the virtual Q&A forum, and I will answer it there. That's always a really good resource because you might have a question and maybe another student may have asked it already, and there's an answer there. Another way, obviously, is you can directly contact me through email, which is the best way to contact me because we're an online course, and I'm not always in my office to be able to answer the phone. So email is the best way to contact me. But anyway, so broadly, to find the general information about our course, you can click on the tablet there that says course information, and we'll wait for that to load. And you can see here, this is where you can go to download the course syllabus. So definitely download it, read through it so you know the requirements and expectations of the course. It also gives you detailed information about the due dates for all the assignments and the exams and the quizzes, and extra information on, where do you purchase your textbook, course policies, and university policy. If you go here, this is where you can book a office appointment with me. You can click on the link right here. It says book an appointment with Dr. Lau, and select a time so that I'll know. And all of these appointments take place in Microsoft Teams. And you have access to Microsoft Teams through your SUNY Oneonta account, as all students get an Office 365 account. So when you book an appointment with me, it generates the Teams link and it sends you an email to your Oneonta email address with that link that you would use to join our meeting. So that's how you would do it there. Obviously, if you are possibly working or anything during my office hours, email me directly and we can set up a different time and date to meet. Here we can open this up and it gives you a link to the required textbook and Achieve. So for this course, you should purchase the Achieve version of our textbook. Oh, this is going to a totally different link right now. That's odd that it popped that window up, but it should open this window is what we would want. And when you go here, this is what the textbook looks like. It's an older version of the textbook, so you're gonna have to use this link. This is our course link for Achieve. Use that directly and purchase your access code. If you've never used Achieve before, you're going to have to first create an account in Achieve. And then you can, use this direct link to our course. That's the access code for our specific course. But when you purchase Achieve, you're going to get a registration code for Achieve. And you're going to use that code for this to then access the course. So Achieve includes an ebook version of the textbook. So you don't have to go and buy a separate copy of the textbook. Just purchase Achieve because it includes an ebook, the electronic book version of our textbook. And so Achieve is required for this course because our quizzes are located in Achieve. I also have assigned concept activities and learning curve activities that are required assignments for this course as well. So they're all in Achieve. And Achieve also has a great amount of other resources to help you learn the materials and to also study as well. So that is the required textbook for this course, and you're going to get this version. It's the 12th edition. So I'm going to click back out of here, going back to the course information part of our site. All right. And so if I scroll down, here's general information about quizzes and exams. So exams in the course are located in Brightspace And then quizzes are located in Achieve. All right, so you can click that for further details. And then this is a quick link to see our course schedule at a glance. So if I click that, it should load up. And that's the quick schedule at a glance, and you can see what's assigned, right, for those particular parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. You can see the quizzes and their due dates right next to them. These are the learning curve activities. These are the concept practices. And then these are our discussion assignments right here. So the due dates there. You can see the blue bar here. This shows you, when exam 1 is. So that's due by June 3rd, 11:59 p.m. Covers chapters 1 to 4. Here's exam 2, exam 3, and exam 4. So that's a quick glance at the schedule. This is the last page actually of the course syllabus. So I highly recommend that you download the actual course syllabus, print it out for yourself, look at the dates for when things are due, and plan ahead, especially if you're going to go on vacation or holiday. Plan ahead to get these things done before they're actually due. All right. So that's what you'll find in the course information part. The Course Achieve Resources link gives you the information on what are the learning curve assignments that are due, what are the concept practice assignments right here. That's the information for that. And if you look here, I'll move this to the top, but this is a direct link to our Course Achieve site. So that's where you can easily also access Achieve within our course Brightspace. So it'll open up a new window for you when you click on that link. If we go to part 1, and I'll just cover part 1 because you'll get familiar with the other things when you get to them. But part 1 really is just an introduction to what is child development, and it does cover the time period from prenatal development all the way to birth. So you can see that general description here. And here I say you have to read chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Review the lecture slides if that really helps you and kind of guides how you organize that information. And then, of course, your first discussion post, it's an icebreaker. It's like an introduction to yourself, and that's due on May 27th. And then you have to reply to 3 other classmates' introductions, right? And then here, submit your first and second post on ecological systems. So that's the second discussion assignment. And then your third and fourth post, which is a reply really to your other classmates' posts on that topic as well. And then here, it's a summary of what you have to complete and achieve in part 1 of the course, right? And gives the due dates for each one of those things. At the bottom here is complete exam 1. That's due by June 3rd. So in the sub-modules within part 1, I have one for lecture slides. So you can access that here. And the lecture slides are PowerPoint slides. So you can open them within Brightspace, but you can also download and open them within Microsoft PowerPoint. So again, Microsoft PowerPoint is a software program or application that is provided by the school through your Office 365 account. So you should be able to open them just fine. Here in the discussion assignments link, here's the direct links to those discussion assignments that I had just mentioned. And when you click on them, you can see as it loads the specific instructions for what you have to do for that particular discussion assignment. You can see that this discussion assignment has 2 parts, right? Part 1 is your own post. Part 2 is where you have to reply to at least 3 other classmates. So if I go back now to part 1, that's easiest to navigate kind of using these links above. So that's the discussion assignments. I'm going to minimize that. And then you see this is the exam 1 section. Here's the instructions. And then that's the link to the exam. So don't click that link until you're ready to actually take the exam, because you have to do it in one sitting. You can't log in and out. And you have to make sure that you submit your exam when you're finished with the exam. All right, so you can only do it in one sitting. If you experience any technical difficulties, please contact me right away because it might be something that I am able to actually resolve on my end. I can see like the login attempts. I can see how much time you spent on each question. I can see if you've seen a question or not. So I have the ability to kind of like reset access, things like that. But sometimes it might be an issue that I can't resolve. And so we should contact the IT help desk at SUNY Oneonta right away to try to help resolve that problem. And make sure to CC me and loop me in on that so I know what's going on. All right. So that's the general kind of overview of the course, like how everything is laid out. You can see part 2 is laid out almost exactly the same as part 1. I guess one other thing I would mention is that if you just wanted like a general overview of kind of all the discussion assignments, I have provided the link here. So if I click that, it should load it up. So it gives you an overview. There are 5 discussion assignments in the class. Here they are, their due dates, how many points they're worth each, and then the links to each one of those discussion assignments. All right. So yeah, I definitely recommend that, you while you're watching this video, which is great, but then explore, right, our course Brightspace so that you know where everything is located, how to access things, when things are due, all of that. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me with any of your questions. All right. So thank you and good luck on your semester.